Storybook Scrapbooking with Brittany Nicole. Today I'm sharing day 24 of 30 Days of Sketches, hosted by Christy at Christy's Beautiful Life. That's the sketch we're using. And I am throwing it back to a bit of a Christmas, well, clearly a Christmas themed layout. And I wanted to show you how I had a 4x6 card. I forget the size of that, but it's like a funny size. And then that I had torn a 3x4 card in half. To stretch it more. I'd wanted to show you guys kind of how I sort of stretch my stash a bit and how I use up some of those 4x6 and 3x4 cards that I either get in kits or that I purchase because I think I must need them and then I end up really not needing them. So I wanted to document that part. There's the other half of the torn 3x4 card, and then that one I was deciding whether or not I wanted to use. And kind of my rule of thumb when I'm working on a stash to sketch layout is if I have it out and it can work, I really like to use it because this might be the one chance it gets out of my stash to use. And it's a lot more enjoyable when it's on the layout than when it's in a container or something. And you can see I did not use my T-square ruler, so I am currently quite crooked. So I decided to redo it because it was just too crooked for me. So the photo is just a picture of what our home looked like Christmas morning when Gareth and I walked downstairs before our kids had gotten up. So I always kind of like to capture sort of kind of like the calm before the storm. And just for some reason, it's always very tranquil to me. So here I'm trying to now do the part of the sketch that has the title and some ephemera, etc. on the top right of the corner, and I wanted to anchor it. I did not use mixed media on this, partly because I thought I'd have access to more of my mixed media in Florida, and I don't. So I've been pretty limited on the mixed media usage I have, and I just decided to kind of go with a more clean cut interpretation of the sketch. Here you can see I'm using some tags, and I'm doing that partly because it's on the sketch and partly because I kind of like to use tags as sort of like anchors for my embellishment clusters. And I wanted to show you guys how I was using all different pieces of ephemera to layer on top of each other to make a final embellishment cluster. So kind of just showing you other ways that I stretch my stash. So I didn't really want to have the word Merry Christmas because I knew it was going to be on the blue sticker. So just how you can kind of layer things on top of each other. Sometimes it's just thinking a bit outside of the box, and it's also playing around with what you have. That's why I really like to go through my stash and kind of like organize and sort it fairly frequently because I feel like it really helps me know what I actually have. And then I feel like when I know what I have, it's easier for me to actually use it and get it on the page. I was really happy that I did have a good bit of my Christmas stash accessible in Florida, so I was able to use it up. That's why I am getting a lot of sort of winter Christmas themed layouts documented. Probably a lot quicker than I would normally have them documented, so I've enjoyed that. And I also did December daily this past Christmas, which also helped me document a lot of those core memories. I put the little coffee mug, cocoa mugs, whatever you want to call them, in two of the embellishment clusters because, of course, nothing's happening, Christmas morning or not, until I've had my cup of coffee so that I can function as a human being. Everybody in my household knows that I really need my coffee. And what's funny is I can drink coffee every morning and then not drink it for 3 weeks straight and not get a single headache. So for me, it's not like, I really don't think it's the caffeine. I can drink it at midnight and fall asleep 5 minutes later. For me, it's truly just like the warmth and the taste and something about it, just like my brain like associates it. It's like a ritual. So here I'm also using some of those kind of like, I don't know what to call these. They're almost like epoxy buttons with like wood rims, and so I put them around each embellishment cluster. And then I had some puffy stickers, and again, this is that philosophy. It's out on my desk, it's part of my stash, it works, it goes with the clusters, it goes with the color scheme, it goes with the story, so I want to get it on the page. And so now I'm just using some enamel dots, or no, I'm not using enamel dots, I'm using some stars, kind of like in lieu of enamel dots, but then I decide I want to add enamel dots as well. But part of the reason I did that is because I had it on my desk and I was like, you know, when else am I going to use the blue stars? If I hoard them for the perfect layout, then I'm not going to enjoy them. And then there you can see me loving up on my dimensional adhesive foam. I love it. Dimensional adhesive foam. It makes me happy. And so there I am adding some enamel dots. It's kind of hard to see them far away, but in the close-up pictures you're going to see it. The only other thing I did off camera is I added some journaling, and I also, to the very right of the layout, I trimmed off about maybe an 1/8 of an inch or maybe like a 1/6 of an inch, and then I added the paper that is the square. You can see right there to the right of the layout. I just added a little trim just to give it a little something something. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do not forget to use the links in the description box below to check out all the other creatives' takes on this sketch, and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Bye!